No, like I just dey drive. Now I come reason say our people will just build big house or build mansion. They'll say, I want to live in a mansion. I want to once they don't get small money. By the time one buy comot, or na children don't pack comot for a house. Some of them not even get children. So now you your wife and head when they open a gate and when they open at the manage una guiding. So how would I want to live on a life? If house too big, say you get like 20 bedroom, 30 bedroom for big mansion, or 6, 8 bedroom. By the time when all your children don't grow comot, they don't come out for your house. Who will be living in all those big mansion? You will end up caving in. And even the big mansion, they invite negative energy, all those bad spirits. Because the space too big, negative energy will come there. Because that's when you know they sweep, you know they clean out all the time. Bad spirit when not supposed they will come. So why I say this, for America, most Americans know they build house when too big. They suffer they build small house. Only them, they don't say when their children don't come out for the house. So they end up coming back if things too difficult for them. But they at least 3-4 bedroom. Even if say they build down like that, they look for tenant when they stay for inside. They stay for inside the room. You go rent one room for inside the apartment when they call flat. Okay, look that house now. You see house is small. Maybe not 3 bedroom they that house. So the least when you go see some 4 bedrooms. Why do you have to build a big mansion? When you are dead, God forbid, when you buy comot, who is going to live in all those mansions? They will get rotting. Except you guys are just buying all those big mansions for investment. You know, you are trying to play investment game. Maybe by the time you run out of money, you can quickly sell it. And remember, house depreciate. You have to keep the maintenance up. You can buy a house for $20 million or $5 million. But if the maintenance is horrible, you don't keep remodeling your house, keep upgrading your house. At the end of the day, you spend $8 million or $2 million or $4 million to buy a house. Who will not? The house, if you want to sell it later, you will not be able to get a good value out of it because the house have depreciating value. So what am I trying to say? Most Americans don't build big houses. They don't even buy big houses. They buy small house, them, their wife, because most married men, he and his wife sleep in the same room. They live another 2-3 bedroom. Maybe they can rent to subsidize their income. Maybe they can use some of those rent. They rent down 1 bedroom to pay utility bill. So I don't understand why you guys think about living in big mansions. That's my point. I just think about it. It came to my mind. If God help me, maybe God wants to say me come to get money, excess money. I will never live in a mansion. Never. You guys that are planning to buy a mansion, think twice. If you are buying it, make sure you are buying it for investment purposes so that you can keep remodeling it to, you know, for investment purpose. In case you run out of money, you can easily sell it. So that's it. See all these houses? Small houses. See? You can even, with the number of windows, you can know how many bedrooms they have over there. Small houses, but they buy in a good neighborhood so that the property value can stay, you know. They don't just buy big houses trying to impress anybody. No, these houses over here now, this is 16th Street, Washington, D.C. Houses around here will probably be selling for 1-something million. The least, except the one that have not been remodeled, you can get 800,000 if you are lucky. 16th Street, Northwest. Alright guys, think before you buy a mansion. If you are buying it for investment purposes, that's good. But if you are buying it because you want to live in it to impress others, I pity for you, man. Have a good one. Some houses, you see all those houses, you see how many windows are in them. You can tell that those houses probably are 3 bedroom. Small houses, but they have a very strong property value. Those houses are maybe like $1 million. Look at this one here. Look at those ones. See? Don't live in a mansion. Do what will make you happy. Anyway, guys. Some of our people just trying to impress someone. How are you doing that? Who are you trying to impress? You want to impress yourself and be sad. I can tell you there are a lot of people in this United States that live in a mansion. They are always sad because the money they are paying for their mortgage is over the roof, just because, oh, I'm living in a mansion, I'm driving a nice car, but they are not happy. So do what makes you happy. Don't just think about what makes you happy at that moment. Think about the future. You know, if you feel like you will need 4 bedrooms, maybe you want to rent, or your house, the first floor where you live at, is maybe 2 bedroom. To let's say your house is like 3 level, the basement you can construct like maybe 2 bedroom in the basement, so that you can rent it out, you put kitchen and everything up there. Yes, that's good. And you allow your tenant who is going to live in that basement have a separate entrance. That's a good idea. Then you can offset the money you're going to make from that your basement to offset your mortgage, and also offset your expenses like electric bills and utility bill, and sometimes, you know, save towards your maintenance. Sometimes your propane, if you are using like the heat or propane, you know, some people use propane for their heat and other stuff. So yeah, so that's a good idea. But say you want to live in a mansion, 8 bedroom, nobody's living in 8 bedroom. Oh, I live in a mansion, my house have 8 bedroom. Who are you trying to impress? You are not Elon Musk, you are not Jeff Bezos, people who have a lot of money, that even if they decided not to be going to work, they can hire people to do their job for them, and they will never go broke. So they are so rich, and they will continue to get richer. So I remember when I was growing up, people usually said Bill Gates is the richest man in the world. But today, look, it's no longer Bill Gates. Elon Musk is there. Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, is there. These guys are economists. They think towards the future. The people who control the world today are techs. People in techs, innovation, and entrepreneur in marketing, businesses, e-commerce. They are the people making money today. And in the future, they are still going to be the people that will continue to make money. So even if they are also making a lot of money for themselves, there are people who are using their platform who are also millionaires. All they do, they trade through their platform and also make a lot of money. So let me not deviate from the topic today. The topic is to talk about, I was talking about living in a big mansion. Why do you have to live in a big mansion? Who are you trying to impress? Or you want to impress your ex-wife? Oh, look, now when we were together, I used to live poor, I have a nice car. No, man, don't do all that. Like, cars are variable assets. You can't compare the BMW of 2016 to the BMW of 2026 or BMW of 2025 or 2024. It's different. Technology is changing. So if you are living in a house, live what you can afford. You don't need to always focus on real estate, like in where you live at, like residential. You can also do commercial real estate, like owning offices, office location for businesses or store, or commercial real estate, just like rental apartment where people pay, you know, or a lot of stuff you can do, you know. You don't need to impress anybody. Life is not about impressing. You just live your life the way you want to live it and be happy with your life, you know. Trying to impress others, you end up giving yourself a lot of burden. And remember, you know, the wealthier you become, the more expenses you got. Poor people don't have a lot of expenses, or compared to like a homeless person, somebody who is homeless. All he thinks about, find a place to sleep and find food to eat, and, you know, be able to take a shower and change his clothes. That is all his expenses. That is all he pray for every day, as long as he can get a place to change his clothes. You know, take a shower, change, brush his teeth, get a place to lay his head, you know, find food, get food to eat. In America, if you are homeless in this country, you can always have somebody to help you to get food to eat. But for the apartment situation where you can sleep, you will not be able to get that. But the only thing you can get, maybe some people will end up sleeping in shelter. Shelter is not comfortable for those homeless guys. Although they are homeless, they are not happy to stay in the shelter. So the point I'm trying to make is, sew your coat or cut your clothes according to your cloth. Yeah, you don't need to live in a mansion. You don't need to impress anybody. Some people have a big mansion. They have a cathedral inside their house. Doesn't make any sense. When you think about it, when you passed away, you think your children are going to live in that mansion? No. A new pattern of houses will be raining in their time, and they want to, you know, tap to the mainstream, like what is raining at that time. They don't want to just focus on the way their father was living. So that's what I have to say, man. Please, guys, do what makes you happy. Don't try to impress your ex-wife or impress your mother-in-law or your father-in-law, or try to impress your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Just do what makes you happy. Save for your old age, that when you are retired, at least you still have something to fall back to, you know. Some of you have so much money, you don't even know what to do with it. Maybe help the needy. Build houses. Like, if you have so much money that even if you don't work anymore, every month you have $1 billion sitting in your account. Build housing. Reach out to cities like what do you call it? Reach out to counties and say, hey man, you have a housing problem, I want to build apartment, rent according to income. Do that. Okay, you will still be making money still, rather than having billions of dollars sitting in your account. I know most of you use your billions, you use it to buy treasury bill, which is also good, yes, but think about other people, because we only live once. By the time you are gone, let people remember you for good stuff. You know, they should have something to remember you for. Look at those houses. See how small they are? But those houses are not cheap. They are expensive. See those ones? You can tell by the number of windows in the front of the house how many bedrooms are in those houses. But those guys are very happy. To have that kind of house in this location probably cost you more than $1 million. But it's a good investment. They have good location, you know. So that's what I have to say, man. Don't try to impress anybody. Do what makes you happy, guys. Don't try to say, oh, I want to impress my ex-wife, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. No, you are living in burden. Every day you don't have peace just because you want to live in a bigger house. Don't do that to yourself, man. At least by the time you are gone, have something to leave for your children so they can continue with, you know. And also for the less privileged, have something to leave for them. There are people out there who really need your help, but most of you don't have so much money, you don't know how to help. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, but try as much as possible. You know, if you have enough, you don't need to throw everything in the trash. There is always somebody out there that needs more, that needs something. Okay, always think about other people. Alright guys, have a good one. So yep, that's just my advice for you guys for today.